Hi, I just thought I'd share something with you about my journey with Slimming World. Um, and a lot of you will know that I joined Slimming World in January 2015, and in total, I've lost 9 stone with Slimming World and been at my target for the last 7 years. Um, but when I first joined, I felt that there were some lifestyle changes that I needed to make. And one of the great things about Slimming World is that it helps you to look into the sort of things that might be trigger food. So, that, as a famous advert says, one pop and you just can't stop. So those foods or drinks that once you have them, you really feel that you've got to have more, and it gives you that craving for more. It also helps you to look at your danger zones. So things that you might associate with food or drink, and the areas where you feel that you're in danger of overindulging. So that may be family gatherings, it may be when you're out on a night out with friends. It could be just something simple like when you go to the petrol station to get petrol and you always buy that bar of chocolate or that bag of, that family bag of crisps, whatever it may be. Um, but it's part of the Slimming World plan, and the offer is to help you with the psychology of slimming as well, and that is definitely part of the psychology. And for me, when I joined, I realised that one of my real trigger foods was chocolate. And I know that this is something that a lot of you will associate with as well, and that once you have chocolate, that's it sets you off on one, as I say. um, but the when you look at it, chocolate is designed to give you pleasure, and we've got that pleasure area within our brain. It's the same pleasure area that gives you that wonderful sensation when you're in love. When you do, when you see people you love, it triggers that sort of pleasure zone in your brain, and it's the same pleasure zone that's triggered when you eat something like chocolate. And It's a chemical reaction. It's not your fault. It's an actual chemical reaction that happens when you're eating chocolate. And chocolate was a real trigger for me. It it wasn't just the chocolate that I would eat. It's the other things that I would eat as well, like biscuits and cakes. It set me on that wanting of that really sweet foods. And it was it was my trigger for binge eating certain foods. And so I realized this very early on in my journey, and felt that I just absolutely needed to have a divorce from that chocolate, because it was so unhealthy for me. I felt that that would really affect my ability to continue in my journey, and I think that it was possibly what stopped me on the many weight loss, journeys that I'd had in the past. I can't begin to tell you the different diets and faddy diets and different groups that I'd belonged to, and in the end, I'd always stopped and started eating again, and I think it was chocolate that was triggering that for me. So I felt I needed to really get a divorce from it. It was so unhealthy. I had an unhealthy relationship with it, and so I stopped chocolate altogether. So I haven't, since I started my journey, I haven't bought myself a bar of chocolate, had a slab of chocolate, had a chocolate from a box of chocolates. I've just stopped chocolate completely, which completely threw my husband into a bit of a spin, because whenever he was thinking about Christmas and birthdays, the first thing that he would do was go take himself off to Thornton's and buy me a nice big box of chocolates. And so he was like, oh, what am I going to do now? But anyway, he's got used to that now, and there are alternatives. But yeah, so I decided that was it. I needed to go completely cold turkey from it. And I'm not saying that it's easy. It's still not easy. In fact, I still have almost. I've had dreams where I've eaten lots of chocolate and woke up in the morning in a sweat, thinking, "Oh my God, panic! Have I really done that?" Quite strange, really, isn't it? But yeah, and it wasn't easy. And it took me, a while. I was so determined, though. I think I just felt that this time I'd got to lose the weight, and I was determined that I was going to lose it and keep it off. And so I knew there were some radical lifestyle changes that I needed to make to be able to do that. And this was one of them. And so, yeah, so I stopped eating chocolate completely. I have to say, some 7 years later, so it's been 7 years since I hit my 9 stone target, and have been at that target weight. We are now on speaking terms, so I do have, I might have the occasional options drink. If there's something flavoured with chocolate, like a dessert or something, then I do have that. But I don't eat chocolate as in a slab of chocolate, a piece of chocolate, or a chocolate from a box of chocolates, because I still feel that that is an absolute danger zone for me and an absolute no-no. It was an addiction. It was definitely an addiction, and I feel that I have to treat it in that way, and so therefore, I'm I did sort of try. I thought I'd try one of the hi-fi bars that's got chocolate on it. So I tried the fruit and nut bar, but it. I just felt those feelings coming back again. I thought, no, I've got to stop this. And I know that's not for everyone. And I know that there are some of you out there that are listening to this and thinking, well, I can have chocolate in as part of my SWIPs within my food optimizing plan, and I can have a small amount and it satisfies me and it helps me to keep on that journey. And I'm full of admiration for anyone that can do that, because that's brilliant, and I'm pleased that, with Slimming World nothing's banned. And so yes, of course, a little bit of it is fine, and as long as it keeps you going, then that's wonderful. But that wasn't going to be the case for me. And for some of you, you may be listening to this now thinking, actually, it's alcohol for me. Once I have a drink, my inhibitions go and my resolve goes, and maybe that's something I need to think about. It could be crisp, it could be something savoury, that's getting in your way of being a successful slimmer. So it may help you to think about, is there something there that maybe you need to completely stop because it's not helping you. We're all individuals, and what works for one doesn't always work for someone else. But I just wanted to share with you what worked for me, and thinking about that may help you to think about your journey and what has been getting in your way, really, and so what changes you may need to make to ensure that you get that weight loss you really want to get each week, and then how you're going to keep at your target once you get there, because you will get there. If you stick with the plan 100%, you will definitely get to your target weight. And once you get there, believe me, you're going to want to stay there for life, because it's not just the weight you lose, it's the life you regain and the life that you're now choosing to live, which will keep you going. And it's certainly kept me going, and it's kept me away from the chocolate. And yeah, I'm glad I made that decision when I did. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you've got any questions, then please drop them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer as many as I possibly can. But yeah, that's my little sharing of information with you, and I hope it's been helpful. Bye for now. Bye.